What is up, YouTube? Happy Tuesday. Not so happy news. I didn't intend to do a live stream tonight, but when I saw this come across my desk last night, I was like, holy. I'm Laura, and you're watching Atomic News TV. So somebody is in the house. I can see that. Welcome to everybody that's here. If you are new here to this channel and you're here for the first time in a live stream, welcome. Make sure that you hit that like button when you come in the room. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe, because I talk everything border related. If you are into the border news, I'm your go-to girl, okay? I also like to talk about other politics, everything having to do with Trump. We do a lot of cool stuff on this channel, and sometimes I'll do call-ins and let you guys call in, and it's a good time. Sometimes I have guests on my show, and you should really come back and hang out with us again. Welcome everybody that's coming in. Hey Snafu, what's up? Hey Margot, hi Betty, hey Janet, welcome. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a shorter live stream, but when I saw this article, I was like, are you kidding me? I'm not surprised by this, okay? And when I first saw this, I was like, is this for real? Because there's a lot of satire out there and stuff like this, but the person that put this article before me is a trusted source for me when it comes to information. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm going to go with this. I have not seen very much information. God, I'm still sweaty. I was out in the rain. It's like muggy kind of here, and I'm sweating when it's raining. When I saw this, I was like, okay, this article is from News Wars with an S at the end, .com, all right? And I haven't really pulled any information from this particular source before that I can recall, but this doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't, because, all right, this is what Mr. Atomic told me, and he's right, okay? First, the deep state tried with the Mueller investigation, right? Then they tried impeaching President Trump. That's not working. The first one didn't work. The second one isn't working very well. What's next? What can they do to get rid of Trump? You guys remember going back to times of kings and queens? They would always have food testers, right? That they would test important people's foods. Okay, the king's foods, the queen's foods. Anybody that was way up there in royalty, they'd have food tasters. Okay, and if the food was poisoned, then the person tasting the food obviously would be affected very quickly, and then they would realize, okay, this was an attempt, and the king or the queen or whoever it was wouldn't eat the food. That was literally their job, was to risk their life for royalty. Well, Trump has one of those too. Presidents have those. That still exists. That's still a job. Can you imagine, applying for that job, sitting down and interviewing with the White House or Secret Service or whoever and be like, yes, I'd like to be Trump's food tester. I wonder how much that pays, right? Snafu says Trump must be so damn careful. It's true. It really is true. This is an article that was published yesterday by Mike Adams, and I'm gonna read this article for you because it's a scary thought. All right, this made me very nervous. I'll tell you that. So it says the president's unscheduled stop at the Walter Reed Military Hospital on Saturday involved a battery of tests to determine whether the president was exposed to a chemical agent that is suspected of being introduced into his food. This is apparently from a source through the White House. Okay, so somebody in the White House leaked this to none other than Alex Jones of InfoWars. All right. And you guys know, even though Alex Jones is kind of out there and he gets, he's visibly toasted sometimes when he's on his show. I mean, you can tell his nose is red. He's probably had a few drinks before his show. He does have a lot of connections, a lot of sources, and his information that he gives out many, 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 many times is true and correct. There are people that will leak him information intentionally so that he gets the information first. So that doesn't surprise me. I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel about Alex Jones? Sound off in the chat. Let me know. I'm just curious what you guys think. I know people have mixed feelings about him. But it says medical staff at Walter Reed did not get a staff-wide notice about a presidential visit to the medical center in Bethesda, I don't know how to pronounce that, Bethesda, Maryland, ahead of Trump's arrival, according to that source. Typically, Walter Reed's medical staff would get a general notice about a VIP visit to the medical center ahead of the presidential visit. Okay, so they all get notified a VIP is coming in, and then lo and behold, it's the president, right? That's how it works. But this time, apparently, that did not happen. It notifies them of certain closures at the facility, probably because they shut it down. You know, it's like shutting down Disneyland for Michael Jackson. All right, that did not happen this time, indicating the visit was a non-routine visit and scheduled last minute. This action was initiated by the sudden onset of symptoms experienced by the president's food tester, who was reported stricken with such severe symptoms that urgent medical tests were conducted on the person while the president was diverted to Walter Reed for a priority medical exam involving a battery of chemical tests. Lenny says at Atomic News, he's controlled opposition. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that to an extent. The president's motorcade drove to the medical center unannounced, with reporters under direction not to report his movement until they arrived Saturday at Walter Reed, reports Fox 59. Okay, I'm not sure which division Fox 59 is through, probably somewhere in Maryland. A separate source familiar with the situation described Trump's visit as abnormal, but added that Trump, 73 years old, appeared to be in good health late Friday. Okay. Fox 59 confirmed that Trump needed tests which were not available at the White House clinic facility, saying several experts familiar with White House medical procedures said that Trump can get routine lab work done at the White House on-site clinic, indicating Trump needed tests that can't be done at the White House. Okay, so in general, Trump can go to that clinic there at the White House and get usually whatever generalized stuff he needs done. But this particular testing was something beyond their capability, and so that's why it was said to have been done here. Okay, and why he needed to divert and go there. According to the White House connected source who spoke directly with Alex Jones, chemical testing confirmed the presence of a molecular byproduct of a potential toxin. Although it is important to note that molecular byproducts can come from many different sources, and it's not always possible to determine the molecular structure of the original molecule from which the byproduct was delivered. So what they're saying is they can't necessarily confirm what the source of that chemical was, okay? At least that's the way I'm understanding it. The president is reportedly fine and did not experience the same symptoms that are reported to have overcome the food tester. We currently do not know the condition of the food tester. You, you probably never will know. I'm just keeping it real. Oh, you just now got your notification, Black Bart? Better late than never. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Snafu, for moderating. So Alex Jones told Natural News that he believes the incident may have been a deep state attack using an exotic chemical poison with a delayed activation signature. And that really exists. Okay, that could happen. They used that type of a thing back in the days of kings and queens too. There were certain poisons that took longer to affect the body than something that was like instantaneous. Like if you swallowed it and then all of a sudden you're like, dying. There were some that had delayed effects. Those still exist. And what's funny is if you watch any movie or series where it involves royalty and food tasters and poison, they will tell you that poison is what women use to kill somebody. Okay. Men will be more obviously aggressive and they'll just come up and stab you with their sword. Okay. But poison is a woman's thing. And you know who I thought of first? Who is the first woman that popped into your head when I said that in politics? Let me know. Just put that in the chat right now. Let me know who you would think of. Margot says, I smell C. Snake says Clinton. Hillary. Yep. Thank you. That's what I was thinking too, right? Poison is a woman's tool. So if somebody did try to poison the president, it could very well have been a woman. And it's true. Okay. Howie says Florence Nightingale. It's far enough. Some people say Pelosi. Or Soros. Yeah. I mean, it really could be anybody. And what's funny is because I've said all these like hot words, basically like deep states and poison and all that. I know my video is going to be demonetized, but that's okay. Sometimes it's worth getting the video demonetized just to get the information out there. And, it still helps the channel grow. But Dawn says Hillary covers her tracks. Yeah, exactly. True. But going on with the article here, it says Alex Jones told Natural News that he believes. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. With a delayed activation signature. Okay. He underscored the importance of people understanding that we are in the climate of civil war. And this kind of attempted poisoning is par for the course, historically speaking, when they want to take out a leader and make it appear to be death by natural causes. Trump is 73. If he keeled over and croaked tomorrow, yeah, it would be questioned why. How did he die? Why? But it would be more widely accepted because he's older, that it might be of old age, natural causes, a heart attack, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, Bernie Sanders just had a heart attack, like 2 months ago? Dude had a heart attack. He should be ineligible to run for president because he had a heart attack. I mean, Trump had to. Do you all remember that scandal where he had to provide that letter, saying he's in good health, et cetera, and people said, oh, that he wrote that himself. His doctor didn't write that. He forged it. Blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so why did Trump have to tell the world that he was healthy, being the age that he is, but what Bernie doesn't? He had a heart attack. It's ridiculous. InfoWars had previously reported that Roger Stone survived an attempted poisoning and that deep state operatives who had infiltrated the White House were poisoning the president's water in an effort to impair his cognitive function and energy. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I can see them wanting to do something that would take time for symptoms or illnesses to develop. That way it was a gradual thing and looked more legit, looked more real. Does anybody ever remember the story Flowers in the Attic? Women probably would know that story, Flowers in the Attic, where a mother poisoned her kids with arsenic in their food over a period of time. And one of the children would get sicker and sicker and sicker, and eventually he died. It happens. All right. So the article goes on to say that in 2018, a U.S. Secret Service agent traveling with President Trump in Scotland died from a stroke. A Secret Service agent traveling as part of President Donald Trump's security detail died Tuesday in Scotland after suffering a severe stroke. The agent, a 19-year veteran of the agency, suffered the stroke on Sunday and was treated in Scotland. So people are dying around him? Infowars Millie Weaver, you guys maybe know her as Millennial Millie, reported today that the U.S. Secret Service agent who died from a stroke in Scotland was also a food tester for the president. Okay, did you guys just lose your shit right there? Because I did. I didn't even read this article all the way down here. I was just like, whoa, when I got this article. All right. He was reportedly in good health before his sudden death. Okay. And the Democrats are so desperate. They are so desperate, you guys. They have nothing. They have no good candidates. They have no cards left to play. How else are they going to get rid of the president? How else? That's pretty slick. This is how power behind the throne always tries to take people out very quietly so that they don't become martyrs, explained Alex Jones during his InfoWar broadcast. Okay, so apparently Alex Jones spoke about this on his show, which I wasn't aware of, and now I'm going to have to go look for that and watch that tonight. I guess I'm not sleeping. It's a good thing I work late tomorrow and I can sleep in. It is common knowledge that there have been multiple attempts on the president's life. Really? And where are those articles? Have you guys seen those? Now I know one of the motorcades that he was in, there was an article, there was a video that went around. In fact, I put it on my channel at one time and I think that YouTube removed it, where an accident happened oncoming, like opposite directions of traffic from the motorcade. And just as Trump's limo passes by, this car nearly crashes into the motorcade. And people think, of course, that was an attempt on his life, So, I mean, maybe that was one of them. But what other attempts are there? Do you guys know? I don't know of any. Now I'm going to have to do some deeper digging. Deep state operatives have access to a vast array of chemical poisons with a wide variety of biochemical mechanisms. The fact that Democrats attempted impeachment of President Trump is the fact that Democrats attempted impeachment of President Trump is rapidly collapsing, combined with the extremely disappointing lineup of Democratic candidates for the 2020 election. Many have motivated anti-Trump deep state operatives to escalate their war to the level of carrying out an attempted assassination, Jones explained to Natural News. Now, if that isn't a keyword that'll get my video triggered, yeah. How long? I bet you as soon as this live stream is over, I'll go and I'll see that my video will turn from green to yellow and I'll be already being monetized for it. Let's see. It is becoming increasingly apparent to all Americans that the Democrats and the deep state work together and that they abide by no laws, ethics, or morality. There is nothing they won't do, it seems, to destroy the president and seize power. Like, this is a serious version of Game of Thrones. This is real life Game of Thrones right here. And it says, even if it means carrying out a chemical assassination of the president, the entire impeachment fiasco, as a matter of fact, is the deep state's attempt to overturn the will of the American voters and install their own leader who will protect the deep state rather than exposing it. Well, first they have to get through Trump, then they have to get through Pence, then they have to get through the American people. Tell me I'm wrong, unless Pence is in on it. But still, they still have to get through the American people because we voted this man in, and we still stand behind them. And I forget who was it that tweeted this out. Oh, I think it was Ilhan Omar today. She tweeted out that, you know, patriotism is not standing behind your president at all costs or something of that nature. It's blah 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 blah. No, bitch. It's standing behind your president that you voted in and you believe in. If you voted him in and the American people believe in him, which as a general population we do, yes, that is patriotism, when you stand behind a man that should be there. He should be there, whether you like it or not. So get your panties out of a twist, bitch, and deal with it. Go to counseling, because apparently Ilhan Omar can't handle it. The article goes on to say, you don't want to assassinate Trump because it turns him into a martyr, Alex Jones explained about the deep state's methods. So you kill him slowly or drug him with chemicals to make him act loopy so that you can remove him via the 25th Amendment. Okay, he's incompetent, unable to perform his duties. Kofefe. Unable to perform his duties, so now we can yank you because plan A with Mueller didn't work. Plan B with impeachment is not working and not going to work. And now you have to go to plan C. What do you guys think? If C fails, what's D? What? JFK? Right? This is insane. Hold on, let me see if there's anything else that I should be reading in this article. It goes on to talk about the Marines, maritime. Talks about activating the Marines. I already did a live stream on that when he activated Marines. You guys remember when we talked about him activating a specific group of military, and that someone was saying, oh no, that was a normal activation, blah, blah, blah. And it turned out, no, it wasn't. It was for a different unit. And that this group of military was activated to basically protect the president for domestic, meaning here on American soil, attacks. Okay. It could be something as simple as chemical warfare, chemical poisoning of the president. It could be something, well, I mean, not that that's simple, but for military, that might be a simple thing to handle. We're not talking like guns and bombs and boom, boom and exploding and things like that. It's not necessarily that. So that's what it continues to go into that. But I'll let you guys go. If you guys want to go find this article, I'll post it in the community section after this live stream. Snake says, this is your best show yet. Thank you. You guys like this juicy stuff too, don't you? You know, I love juicy stuff like this. Conspiracy. I can't say that out loud. Well, whatever, conspiracy theories. This video is already demonetized, so what I mean, I can say every trigger word now in the book. It's not gonna make a difference. But I love this kind of stuff. I mean, I would never want this to happen to my president. I love Trump, and I would never want, I wouldn't want this to happen to any president, even if I disliked the president. It's a horrible way to die, and that's not the way somebody should be treated just because you simply don't like him. And that's the truth. That's why something like this would happen. That's all it is. The Democrats don't like him. All right, the liberals, the crybaby liberals, he hurts their feelings. And It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I wanted to do a live stream and fill you guys in on this, and let you do your own research too. I'll put the article in the community section. It is newswars.com. Or you can just go to their website. I'm sure they have a search option. You can, put in Trump and it's going to come up. It's an article that was posted yesterday. This is scary. This is very scary. Because I was not able to find an update on the food tester. Is he alive? Is he dead? What kind of symptoms did he have? That's what I want to know. That's very scary because you guys know. It was everywhere in the news. North Korea, okay, the North Korean leader basically killed his own brother via what was it, VX nerve gas or like serum, I don't know, something like that. And these women they're going to be in jail for the rest of their life. They say, oh, somebody told us we were part of a game show and we had to go do this, and they were told to do this little task as part of a game show, and then they smeared the chemical agent on his brother, and then of course he died there at the airport. But then they're saying no, you were working with North Korea to do this. They killed him. This happens. This happens in real life. This just happened, like a year or two ago? I don't know. Mr. Atomic, do you remember? It was not that long ago that this happened, for Kim Jong-un's brother. It's kind of scary to think that Americans would stoop that low. And like I said, poison is a woman's weapon. So which Democratic or deep state woman did this? So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I know this is a shorter live stream. If you have not hit that like button yet, you guys hit the like button because this is a juicy topic. This was good. All right, so hit that like button for me. Share this video, okay? Share this video. I don't care if you share it via text. I don't care if you share it on Facebook, Twitter, your brothers, uncles, monkeys, cat. I don't care. Share it. And then make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay? Because if you're not subscribed, you're not going to get live streams or videos about juicy stuff like this. You're just not, because I get all the juicy stuff. All right, you guys. Yes, Snake a Monkey. You guys have a good rest of the night, and the next live stream will probably be this weekend sometime. So keep watching that community section, and I'll post it there. Because there's other articles I want to talk to you guys about. One about FEMA paying off the churches here in Phoenix for migrants. Oh yeah. So you want another juicy one? Yeah. We're going to talk about that this weekend. So until then, you guys, keep watching Atomic News, and peace out.